Hi everyone, this is Neil Rogers. With today's tip, we're going to look at painting the eye. Although on painting today, this tip works equally well if we're drawing as well, drawing with charcoal or pencil. It's a simple little tip. What I want you to think about, when you're painting the eye or drawing it, we generally tend to put a nice circle in the middle that we then colour in, which is the pupil, which will be the darkest. We'll maybe go generally dark around the outside of that circle, and we'll put a little dark around there, and then we'll put our colour in of the iris. Today that's going to be blue, painting a blue eye today. If I can mix my blue, a bit too light. So we put this blue, and we'll get that colour in there. Now the trouble that we have with that, or certainly the trouble I have, is that if you get any of it wrong, so as you can probably see, the pupil's not in the right place. It doesn't fit, it's not in the centre of that circle. But rather than trying to move the circle, my tip today is that we just take our dark that we had in the middle, we carry it on, and I just want you to pull it out. So in effect, what we're trying to do is lose this circle, because if it's wrong, the viewer will spot it straight away. But if we blur it, if we make it slightly indistinct, the viewer will make it the circle. It will make it right. We don't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be the perfect circle. We can lose it a little bit. So dark in the middle. I've got my paint a little bit too thin today. We just draw it out. Equally, if we're going from the outside, we can draw it in, because those darks there, it's not a hard edge. We'll just knock that up. Of course, then we can go, when we're looking at it, at the eye, there's going to be a highlight, but there's also, if my highlight is going to go this side, generally on the opposite side of it would be the lighter part. So we can put a little lighter part there. My highlight, which will be generally pure white. Maybe you can just knock it down a little bit, slightly grey. What I will say you should do with it is make it thick, and also try and put it off centre if you can. Doesn't matter if it's not the same as on the photo. This one is, but we can put that there, and we carry on. Again, I think we still need a little bit more blurring between there. The beauty with acrylics is that we can just go over. That will have virtually dried by now. So if we just go from the middle, load it up with dark, go from the middle, pull it out. All around that highlight will be dark. And generally the opposite side will be a light. don't be afraid to, you can use the back tip of your brush. So you can see, hopefully, that's a little bit more realistic. Obviously you can spend more, as long as you like doing this, but that's today's tip. Pull the dark from the pupil outwards, and you can make a more realistic portrait. Thanks for listening.